Again, today in my devotions, I read a couple scriptures from the Old Testament that reminded me of today and also challenged me as to what I do and how I do it. It was from Psalm 106, 34 to 36. It says, "They did not destroy the peoples as the Lord had commanded them, but they got involved with the nations and learned their practices and served the idols which became snares to them." And the Old Testament, is so full of the nation of Israel going back and forth. They would serve, then they would fail and they would sin. They'd get thrown out of their land. They'd be brought back into their land. But it also reminded me today, I think we could look at it maybe from this perspective and look at it this way. We did not separate ourselves from the things of the world as God had commanded us, but we got involved with the things of the world and learned their practices and then served their idols, which became a snare to us. You see, we don't have to destroy the people of any land or anything like that, but God has called us to be separate, to be different, not to get involved with the things of the world, not to make them a priority, not to desire them too much. And there's also many practices in the world that are just plain sinful. But anything that we put ahead of God, anything that we, make a priority in our lives above God can be considered an idol. That could be money. Many people are so focused on money that everything else, nothing else matters. Some people like power, fame, different things like that they seek after. It may be material things, fancy cars, big houses, boats, vacation things. And yes, it could even be family. God has to come first above everything else. He doesn't want us to get too wrapped up in the things of the world. He doesn't want us to prioritize the things of the world. Yes, if God blesses you with nice things, you enjoy them, but you don't prioritize them. They're just a blessing from God that He's given you to enjoy and also to share with others. In most cases, we're supposed to share the blessings of God. So I think we need to learn a lesson from the nation of Israel and to listen to what God has told us to do, to not get involved too much with the things of the world, to not allow them to become a snare to us, because it draws us away from fellowship with God when we get too involved with the things of the world. Our challenge today is to be separate